In this video, we're going to take a look at mixed cell references. We've previously looked at relative cell references in Excel and absolute cell references in Excel. And there are times when you need to have a cell reference that is partly absolute and partly relative, and those are called mixed cell references. My experience has been that you don't need these nearly as often as you need relative or absolute, but they really come in handy some of the time. So what we're going to do here is, I have a little picture over here on the right. You see, if I can just move that around, it's a picture. It's not actually cells in a spreadsheet. And it's kind of showing what we want to do here. We're going to just do a simple addition table where you pick any cell in here, and you're going to get one number from over here on the left. So I'm going to get the 6, and I'm going to get the 6 from up here on the top. I'm going to add those numbers together, and I should get a 12 down here. Over, say, in this cell right here, I want to get a number from the 10 up here on the top, and the other number is going to come from column A over here. It's going to be the 4, so I should get a 14. And no matter where you go in here, you start to notice that you're always getting your first term from column A, okay? And when I'm here, I'm going to get it from A3, then I'm going to get it from A4, and then from A5 and A6, okay, and so on as I move down the column. And I'm also, my other term is always going to come from row 2. So what I did was I actually typed in some of the cell references here, the correct formulas, but I entered them as text, not as formulas. So if you look at what we've got here, you will see that every single formula, this is A3 plus B2. When I copy it down, it's the 2 never changes. I'm always getting the second item from row 2. When I copy the first one down, I'm always getting my first item from column A. But when I move down here, it becomes a 4, and then a 5, and then a 6, and so on. So the A never changes, but the number does as you copy it down. Now, it looks like the B doesn't change, but if you copy it across, let's look at this row right here. It changes to a C, and then a D, and then an E. But what never changes in any one of these 16 formulas that I've got there is the 2 never, ever changes. The A never, ever changes. So that tells me I need to put a $ in front of the A. So no matter if I copy it down, which it'll stay A if I copy it down anyway, but if I copy it across, it'll still stay A. And the number 2, if I copy it across, it's still going to stay a 2 no matter what. But if I copy it down, I want it to remain a 2. It should not change to a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and so on. Okay, so and the beauty of this is, if I just take this first cell here and change it from text to a formula by putting an equal sign in front of it, I can get that, and I can copy it down. Now notice I can't copy across and down at the same time in Excel. Be nice if you could. I've used older spreadsheets could do that, but Excel has never done it as far as I know. So what you have to do is pick one direction. I usually go down first, and then forgot to put my $ in, didn't I? So there was supposed to be a $ in front of the A, and there was supposed to be a $ in front of the 2. Okay. Now let's try copying that down. 10 plus 1 is clearly not 56. So let's copy that down. We should get an 11 down there at the bottom now. And it's a 2-step process. Do not, you got to let go of the mouse after you copy it down. But do not click any place, because then you'll deselect this column. And I still want to keep it selected so I can copy that formula all the way across. Now, if that's working correctly, I should get the number 20 down here. 10 plus 10 is 20. Now, something funny happened here, and that is when I copied it down, my borders got all messed up. And you notice I don't have borders on the bottom, I don't have borders on the right, but this bottom border from row 2 got copied down and became the top border for everything that I copied. And the left border from this cell, which was bold before, got copied across. So I've got a left cell that's bold all the way, but nothing over here on the right. So this is going to take a couple of steps to fix. Select everything here, and let's go to our borders button up here and tell we want all borders. And by default, all borders is a skinny line. And so now it looks like this. If I would still like to have a bold line separating my table from my row and column headings, I can just go and select all of this. And then I want to do the fat border, which is called a thick outside border, but it's just going to be the outside of my selection. So everything around the outside of my gray here should now have a fat border around it. And if I click off of this, I see that it does. So that's a good example of when you want to use mixed cell references. Anytime you've got a table set up where anything in the cell, by the way, if you just double click here, you see the blue one always comes from column A, the red one always comes from row 2, no matter where you go. Okay. But anytime you've got a table where numbers in the body of the table depend on a number in the first column, and they also depend on a number in the first row up here, you are always going to use mixed cell references for the formulas in that table.